Hey gearheads! The very first roar is guaranteed to send chills down your spine. Ready for it? Let's dive in. The Allison V1710, a V12 with 1,710 cubic inches of displacement, has been brought back to life. With one cylinder bank fully overhauled, it's ready to roar. 12 combustion chambers fire like cannons, announcing the return of the beast that will drive Miss US I-4 U-36, the unlimited hydroplane. Designed to follow in the Merlin's footsteps, the Rolls-Royce Griffin V12 MK-V8 represented the pinnacle of piston engine engineering. A more compact layout with a single overhead cam and 152mm pistons. Built for naval aviation, it delivered impressive thrust at low altitudes. You've got to hear this, guys. It's the Viper ASV8, compact but mighty. First comes the steady spin, then the air screams as the turbine kicks in with raw power. Classic jet engineering from the 60s and 70s. Simple, rugged, and incredibly efficient. Hear that? That's the sound of a century roaring back to life. The Clergy 9B, a 9-cylinder rotary engine pushing 130 horsepower, once driving the Sopwith Camel, is awakening after nearly 100 years of silence. Its steady rhythm echoes like the drumbeat of war. Herbie's heart is the legendary R3350, an 18-cylinder, 54-liter radial beast pushing out 4,000 horsepower and 10,000 Nm of torque. Once a titan of the skies, it now unleashes its fury on the ground. A brutal cold start that swells into a full-blown, thunderous mechanical symphony. The AV1790 isn't for the faint of heart. This 29.3-liter V12 cranks out over 800 horsepower, once propelling the nearly 50-ton M48 Patton like a raging storm. Hook it up to a transmission, and you're basically chaining lightning to steel.
These lines here lubricate all the gearing for the full gear.
No kickback?
Feel the thunder of an early 20th century steel giant. The Altman and Taylor 30-60, packing a 2-cylinder horizontal engine with 30 drawbar horsepower and 60 on the belt, fires off like a cannon. Its sound is deep, powerful, and full of life. This isn't just machinery, it's the very spirit of the age of mechanization. The Jacobs R7559 is more than just an engine. It's a cornerstone of vintage aviation. With its 7-cylinder radial layout, twin-spark ignition, and Stromberg NA R7 carburetor, the R755 became a symbol of dependability in American skies throughout the 1930s to 1950s. Pissed Off Pete isn't just a custom truck. It's pure, untamed American mechanical muscle. At its core is a Detroit 12V71, a 12-cylinder powerhouse bellowing through open exhaust, a loud testament to engineering grit and raw passion. After 15 years of silence, it sprang to life like a steel dragon. This 1955 John Fowler locomotive, powered by a two-cylinder naturally aspirated diesel hydraulic engine, finally roared again. Its mighty growl seemed to say, "I'm not done yet." Old iron, but never defeated. Thin wisps of smoke curl through the cooling fan blades. Every thump-thump of the 50 HP Fairbanks Morse ends pistons hits like a heartbeat. This towering vertical engine, over 2 meters tall and nearly 3 tons, was once the powerhouse at the heart of the American farm.
Cross side. That was it.
The classic puff-puff of the mogul drifting across the lawn brought to mind my great-grandfather, the very man who once plowed the fields of the American Midwest with this tractor. More than a century later, it still moves with a slow, majestic dignity. A bold, dramatic startup, using a giant tractor wheel for direct friction to spin the engine. Pure old-school mechanics, with the very real risk of fire from the heat. But in the end, the roar exploded to life like a blazing steel symphony. Watching a giant diesel engine fire up at Tractomania Caussade is an experience you'll never forget. You can hear every phase, from the first crank to the moment it fully comes alive, showcasing the sheer power of industrial diesel muscle. Straight from the core of heavy industry, the Cat G36116's roar shakes the air through its open exhaust. 16 raging cylinders deliver a massive surge of power to the roar pump and pump. It's a mechanical epic, raw, untamed force that highlights the supremacy of internal combustion engineering. The D9G's donkey start is a masterpiece of early mechanical ingenuity. A small 2 to 4 cylinder gasoline engine spins the flywheel to get the main 6-cylinder D353 diesel going. It's a complex but durable system, classic pre-electronic heavy bulldozer engineering from before 1970. A 1985 diesel-electric locomotive, built by Juro Djokovic, has come back to life, trailing black smoke across the sky like the glory days of the Balkans. Its V12, or V16, main engine breathes in deep, powerful lungfuls, a chunk of iron memory awakening from decades of slumber. The Rolls-Royce Merlin V12 roars to life at Border City, a truly rare sight. This 27-liter powerhouse, equipped with a mighty supercharger, once propelled countless legendary aircraft. Its thunderous sound stands as a tribute to aviation's extraordinary engineering achievements. After 10 years of rest, just a few turns, and the V8 monster comes alive. The air-cooled Magirus Deutz diesel spits sharp, crisp bursts of combustion. That roar, raw and guttural, is pure 1970s European trucking at its finest. If you loved the experience, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell.